Hi guys, it is Neil and Thomas from niallpoints.com, and we're back with another reaction video. It's been a little bit of time, but we've got a few left, so let's take a look at Luxembourg. They're being represented for the first time in 31 years by TALI and the song Fighter. So is this a worthy return, or should they go away again? Let's see what we think and take a look at this. Should I do that again?
No. It is quite funny.
Okay, let's see what we think. We're going to watch the music video and give our opinions. So here we go. It's a really plucky vibe, isn't it?
T'as plus le temps
Yeah.
de faire l'enfant, de faire que la fête. T'as plus d'argent, pas d'élan. Tu vas vraiment droit vers la défaite. Et j'entends au loin, cette petite voix chant de sirène qui me dit mais viens, vas-y prends ma main.
I like her look here as well.
Qui me dit tout bas.
That's what I do every time.
Yeah. It's kind of hard not to.
Et j'entends au loin, cette petite voix qui me répète. Non mais tu vas où? J'avoue, je sais pas, je monte rien.
I like this visual. It's cool.
See, that's my favourite bit, but I don't know if it works quite well live.
I
don't know why not.
Et j'entends au loin, cette petite voix chant de sirène qui me dit mais viens, va vers ton destin. Faut pas que tu freines.
Oh, she's falling down the stairs.
Qui me dit tout bas.
Some of the dancers seem to be doing different moves at different times. It's a little bit distracting.
I think that's the point, but
Potentially.
Hear the sound of your dreams, you are so near, they are so near. Look around, hear the sound of your dreams, none of your fears, and just open up your heart. Come, I will never let you down, I know.
I think they were really smart to slow this bit down.
yeah.
To live around, you know, you're a fighter, j'entends loin.
And then you've got this really nice build coming in the background.
Oh! She was doing a bit of a flip, a la Sarah Bonici. I do really like this part.
What are you laughing
Okay,
at?
that end bit was kind of funny. I didn't expect that.
What?
It's like that soft little angelic
the
voice at the
voilà.
end. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was TALI for Luxembourg. Now, I think this is worthy of a comeback after 31 years. I think it's a solid pop song. I think it's performed well. We've obviously seen the national final performance as well, but that this is the revamp, so that's why we watched the music video. I do want to talk a bit about the performance, and I'm hoping that this improves. But the bit straight after the chorus where it's I'm sorry guys, I don't speak French, I've no clue what is being said, but the fast talking while she was performing, there was a lot more focus on the choreo, and she seemed quite struggling to keep up with it, and it seemed very reliant on the backing vocal. And for the bit that is arguably my favorite bit of the song, it's a little bit disappointing to see that. So I would rather have some focus on that part of the audio. But all in all, I think this is an absolutely great song. I know that our views on its messaging, but we're going to just take it as it is. And I think it works. I think it's a really good song, and I can see this qualifying fairly easily, actually, just depending on the actual staging on the night.
Yeah, and I think they're closing the show, aren't they? Are they closing semi-final one? I think so.
Oh, I'm not sure. Let's double check. Yes, they are closing semi-final one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So that gives them an advantage as well. Yeah, I really like this song. I've said this before when I was doing my review for the Luxembourgish national final. This was the one that popped out for me. I know some people had was like a Creek as their favorite. Or,
Drowning in the Rain.
Yeah, which was good as well. But I feel like I don't think it was like the best produced ballad ever made. So I don't know if that would have been the right choice. I think this is fun. It's upbeat. It's cute. It's got the mixture of English and French, which I really like. I think TALI is a more than competent, singer and vocalist. There were a bit of issues. I do agree with that part of the song, where it just relies on the choreo and the staging a little bit too much rather than the vocal. But at the end of the day, I don't know if that's really that big of an issue. I can understand for you as it's your favorite part of the song, and I do really like that part of the song as well. But I don't think, the general public is gonna fault her on that. Because I genuinely don't think that vocals are as important with the public vote as it is with the jury vote. And as we have said 100 times, it is an all televote semi. So I really don't see an issue there. I really like the staging package that we had in the Luxembourgish national final. So they can just sort of elevate that for Malmo, just make it pop a little bit more, have more of a backdrop, maybe different camera angles. But they pretty much have a product that's ready, especially now with the revamp. I do really like the visuals here in this music video. I don't know in what way they can sort of recreate that sort of black and white visual. Maybe with like the big screen, they can sort of like pop that huge cube that they were putting on her in the music video. Did you see that moment where it's like,
or
like this black figure just putting the cube on her?
Or could they use one of the video cubes and just like swallow her whole?
I don't know if they're hollow in the middle. They might just squash her.
Well, we're that's not what I mean. I
know.
But,
I really did like that that visual. I also like the visual with the stairs. That was cute. So I would like to see some of those things from the music video being implemented in the staging, as long as they do it carefully and not overdo it. We don't want another Leslie Roy on our hands where the staging gets so overcomplicated that it sort of ruins, that it sort of like takes you out of the performance. I remember I loved that song. And then I was completely so looking at everything that was going on. I forgot to listen to the song, which I think is what happened to Leslie, and that's why she didn't qualify. So we don't want that happening again.
And if you did listen to the song, all that choreo and running around did really affect the vocal. So you have to be really careful about that. And also, that was one where they had to delay the start of our performance because they were just having issues getting it set up. So you do, as much as it's nice to have something a little bit more maybe complex or more thought through, you also want it to be simple enough where it's not going to cause you issues in the long run. I mean, look at Caria, look at Loreen. Their stagings were elevated but simple. Caria was in a box and kicking out the box with dancers, and Loreen was in a panini press. Simple, but they worked and they were effective. And I'm not saying panini press in a derogatory way just before anyone starts. I am a Loreen fan. Just we can all say it looked a little bit like a panini press because but no, I think this is a really good song. I think if I remember back, because the Luxembourgish final seems so long ago now, I think this was probably the best performed song of the night. It felt it felt almost in a way one-sided towards TALI, because this probably was the strongest song and the strongest performance. Even Crick, although she had a fantastic vocal, looked absolutely terrified on stage, and that really can affect your chances. We saw what happened with Blanche, and obviously did well overall, but let's not go too into it. We don't want to traumatize Thomas.
We already have.
Oh well. But yeah, I do think this is a good comeback. Do I think it'll win? No, I don't think it's got a chance. I think it will do middle of the road, sort of 15, 16, that sort of region of the scoreboard. I don't see it coming at the bottom.
Unless, of course, they get the treatment that Italy got when they came back in 2011. Like, I'll say it again, that song was not worthy of a second place, but it somehow got there anyway. So
I don't know if that's going to play for a lot of people as much as, I mean, it depends how long people have been watching Eurovision for. It depends how much they care about that sort of thing. Because there are people who will see maybe this as an opportunity to like try and convince different countries to come back. We see the same headlines all the time about Bosnia considering this, or TV Monaco has been given full EBU membership, so it's now eligible to come back.
Yeah,
but I don't really see it as much of a test for that, really. I think because you could come back and still send a bad song, and your song reflects your position. For most songs will reflect how good your song was compared to others. It's not, or there are some cases where we could maybe say that the final results are a little bit unfair, but for the most part, they're genuinely pretty consistent. So yeah, I don't see it doing too well outside the top 15. That really that sort of area for me. How about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just
that's so insightful.
Yeah, I feel like with every single reaction video that we've done, it's just, if it's not a contender, then it can pretty much end up anywhere in the final for me. And we have a lot of contenders this year. We have more than we can fill the top 5 with. So some of the contenders aren't even going to make that top 5. And I don't think that this is a contender, so I don't see it coming top 5. But I wouldn't rule out a top 10 for Luxembourg at all. I do feel like there might be a certain bit of sympathy vote going to Luxembourg because of the fact that they are returning. It might not be as massive as it was for Italy in 2011, but I do think that there might be a bit of that there that gives them a bit of an advantage over the others. So, but it could just as well come 20th. That's what I'm trying to say, really. Like it can really be anywhere, like from lower top 10 to, I don't think it would be bottom 5, but like around that.
Guys, we've given up on the ranking fully.
Yeah, it's just it's proven hard enough to find 10 qualifiers in each semi, let alone guess actual placements of the songs. There's too much going on. It's too open for that. But yeah, it's definitely not a contender. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it is a very worthy comeback for them. And I'm hoping. I'm just hoping that they get a decent result. I don't want them to not qualify or if they do qualify, end up bottom 3, because that might maybe scare them away from competing again. It'd be quite anticlimactic to come back after 31 years, then get a bad result and say, oh well,
bye
again, we're out again. So yeah.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because what I would like to see a little bit more, homegrown talent from Luxembourg in their national final, because I think there was a few controversies around songwriting and some people not being able to perform their own song that they wanted to, and being given songs from, your Jimmy Yoker and all the rest of it. So we would like to see some more homegrown talent, and give them the chance to do that. So I hope the broadcaster sort of takes that on board as well, because there was a lot of constructive feedback I felt regarding that national final. But overall, I think they've done what they need to do for our comeback. So yeah, I think great song. We got a chance to meet TALI very quickly in Amsterdam. You can check out our podcast. There's an upcoming episode of that where we talk about Amsterdam. And you can also see who our top qualifiers are for the 2 semi-finals. So you can find that here on YouTube. You can like and subscribe to be notified when new videos come out, or you can subscribe on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or Spotify. You can also visit niallpoints.com and Niall Poit blog on Twitter and Instagram. Ooh, running out of breath.
and soon we're going to release a DVD. No. Along with the Eurovision official DVD, there's going to be an extra DVD of us.
Of our best moments. It will be 5 minutes long. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Niall Poit.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Pairatomarihuya.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.